Welcome back. Let's learn how to use M365 Copilot Chat free version. We are going to cover all these topics. These topics are based on the experience and knowledge which I have gained while working with customers like these. This video is available in 9 languages. Click the gear icon at the bottom to select the language. GPT-5 is available even inside free Copilot Chat. We'll see it in detail later, but right now, let's understand there are 3 types of Copilot chat. First is personal Copilot, means you log in using personal email ID. That's like Outlook.com, Hotmail, Live, Xbox.com, basically called Microsoft ID. That's for personal use. Please do not use them with corporate data or files. For work, we have Microsoft 365 Copilot. It's important to go to m365copilot.com. Log in using work ID. Also, we call it Azure ID or Entra ID. After login, you will see this green shield icon. That's important. It protects your data, enterprise data protection. It simply means Microsoft will not use your data to train AI models, track you, give ads, and it will follow all the security policies. We are going to learn this free version of Copilot Chat. If you see work or web button on top, that means you're the paid version. If you're paid version, stop watching this video. Check out the other in-depth video. Copilot is just a browser page. If you're working on Microsoft apps, use Edge browser because the integration is better. It also has some built-in useful features like QR code generator and immersive reader, which declutters even the most crowded pages. Go to browser, go to m365copilot.com and log in using corporate ID. The next thing to understand is what not to do. Do not use Copilot inside Teams or Outlook. Why not? Because they are not guaranteed to be updated. Always use browser version of Copilot because that is always updated and it gets the latest features first. Next thing to check is GPT-5. It is available but not on. New chat, click on GPT, now it is on. Now if I give a prompt, it will use GPT-5. Next time I click on new chat, it's again off. So remember to switch it on every time. This is GPT-5 in the free version, so it may respond more slowly and it may not be available at all times. If you have paid version, you get priority access. All the menus are on the left side. If you want more space, close that left pane. If you want it back, click on this button to open it. Now let's talk about custom instructions. Copilot, GPT-5 know about all kinds of topics, but it does not know one thing. That is, who are you? So go to these 3 dots, top right corner, settings, custom instructions. In this text box, you put your detailed bio. That way, Copilot can refine the response. Now onwards, whenever you give a prompt, Copilot will first add this intro, then your prompt. It's also a good place to add all your preferences. For example, here, I've asked Copilot to give me a summary before it gives details. Here is another instruction. Always give short answers, use bullets, and use tables. Using custom instruction will produce better, more relevant, and accurate results. All prompts will follow these instructions. If you don't want a particular prompt to follow, then switch it off and remember to switch it on later. A similar feature is called memory. Copilot automatically tries to learn about you from the interactions you are having. It remembers and uses those learnings. For example, here I am explicitly telling Copilot to remember that I prefer landscape format image. Now this is a prompt, but Copilot understands this particular thing has long-term use. So it says, oh, I have updated my memory. If you want to see what memory items Copilot has captured, go to settings, memory, and just look at them. If there's anything irrelevant or not useful, remove it. You type a prompt, press enter, you get results. Easy. But sometimes you want a new paragraph or a new line. And then if you press enter, it's going to submit the prompt, which is very irritating. If you want a new line, remember to press Shift Enter. If you have long, detailed prompts, dictation works very well. Click on the mic button. First time it'll ask you for mic permission. Then you can just talk and the prompt is ready faster. How many languages does Copilot understand? Remember, dictation is available in Word, Outlook, OneNote, and PowerPoint as well. So, prompt is a way to communicate with Copilot. We have a method of learning how to prompt that's called Prompt Coach. Go to Navigation, All Agents, or Explore Agents. Scroll down till you see Prompt Coach Agent. Click on the Add button. This is created by Microsoft and follows the same security protection policies. It's a good idea to pin Prompt Coach Agent. You ask Prompt Coach to improve the prompt. Sometimes it may even ask you further questions, which helps you think better and provide a more complete set of information. Once you have the final prompt, just copy it, go to a new chat, and use it. While adding a prompt, you can always copy paste information, or you can refer to files which are on OneDrive or Teams or SharePoint. You can add up to 3 files here. This search includes recently opened files. If you can't find a file, click on the cloud icon and search there. This shows you all OneDrive, Teams, SharePoint files, and you will find your file there. Don't use local files as much as possible. Yes, we can upload them, but it's a troublesome thing. It's better to move all your work files to OneDrive. That gives you so many benefits, including ransomware protection. Here is one simple but important thing to remember. Every time a topic changes, create a new chat. It is obvious, but we often forget. Last 5 chats you can see under Conversations. There's chat history. If you want to search older chats, click on All Conversations and search. It has all the prompts from the day you started using Copilot. You type a prompt, you get the results, you read the results, and use it somewhere. That's the process. But there are many other options related to this process. As soon as you get the results, notice that the prompt is available at the top. At that point, you think, is this result good or I need to edit this prompt? If you decide to edit the prompt, do not copy. Click on pencil, it'll put all the prompt details directly, including references to files. If you want to use the prompt elsewhere, then yes, you can use copy. Sometimes I may want to use this exact same prompt later. This is a good time to think and save this prompt. Remember to rename it and give it a more recognizable name. Many days later, you are in a new chat and you want that prompt. How do you get it? See more, scroll down, prompt library, your prompts, and then one click, you get the entire prompt. If you think this prompt is useful to my team, then share it. The link you can send to others and they can reuse your prompt. For most of the items, you will see citations or references. Generally, the references are numbers. If you take the mouse cursor there, it'll tell you what it is. And at the bottom, it'll give you list of all references. At the end of the results, it usually suggests further actions. And right at the bottom, it gives you suggested prompts. It's important to look at them because very often they are relevant suggestions and it may even give you some new ideas. Now, just below the response, we have many tools. Copy response is easy. Share copies the prompt along with the response. You can copy paste it in Word or any other editor. Thumbs up and thumb down are important, especially thumbs down. You should give details about what did not work, what was inaccurate, and trust me, Microsoft people look at it very seriously and on a daily basis. If the results are long, it's sometimes easier to hear the results than read. So click on Read Aloud. Here is a quick demo.
Free Copilot chat, web-based AI chat, secure GPT-4o powered chat interface.
Remember the pause button is only at the bottom. You can copy Copilot chat, but you can't edit it. To edit, you have to copy paste, but there is a simpler option, edit in Pages. It'll add a new page right there. The entire output is available there and it is editable. This page is a loop page, and that's why you can add so many different things as a part of the page. Now, few days later, I'm in a completely different chat, and now I realize, oh, this chat output I want to add to that page I created few days back. Now what to do? Add to recent page. It will show you a list. Pick up the page you want. This page you can share with others as well. Give them edit or read permission. Send the link. Now this page has multiple topics. No problem. Go to the top and insert a table of contents. This one refreshes automatically. And when you have finished editing, convert it to a Word document. You can see all the pages here, recent ones and all pages. Apart from core Copilot chat, there are many more useful things here. Above chat, there is search. It's the most comprehensive and fast search. It searches across all these places in one stroke. Have a look at this video for details. Create is also powerful. It helps you create AI-based images, posters, and more. Next, we have apps. They are the good old Word, Excel, PowerPoint apps. Click on all apps. At least read the names. I'm sure you will find a couple of apps which you didn't know existed, but they are very useful to you. For example, Visio allows you to create flowcharts. So click on the three dots and pin it. Now it's just one click away. All this is available as mobile apps as well on Android and iOS. To summarize, here is a list of action items for you. If you are from IT, please do not block Copilot chat. Encourage it and make sure everyone understands the importance of the green shield icon. That way, you are giving the benefit of GenAI to all your users and you are safeguarding your data. Best of both worlds. Details of how to make free Copilot available to all users are in the description. If you found this useful, share it with everyone around you. Give me feedback, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon, and give me ideas for more videos. So that's it for now. See you soon. Thank you.